Hey yo, what's up? I ain't even mean to start the video, but it's whatever though. So look, today was a tough day, but at the end of it, I managed to, procure a salad. So basically, since I'm not really getting no females right now, the main thing I got to look forward to is food, I'm gonna eat it. Because I've come to find that people enjoy watching people eat food on video, and I should be grateful for that, because it gives us an opening to have dialogue, right? So first of all, always gotta keep your eyes open. First of all, I really could just move on. I really could just move on from the GM thing, I already got a good job where people are treating me with respect. I'm going to work every day, and it might be tough, you know what I'm saying? Especially since this may sound weird coming from me, but I'm a soft individual. I'm not hard. All this gangster stuff you see and hear about, that ain't real. Like, as in, like, the stuff could really be happening, but that's not really me. Like, I had to remember who I was. I'm a nerd. I like video games. So if I ever slumped you, you should just know you got slumped by a dude who likes Pokemon for real, who likes Final Fantasy, who would play Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64. As a kid, I spent a lot of my time in the library, and I read a lot of books, and that was my place of peace. And I really was scared of a lot of the other kids in the neighborhood who were older. If you really know me, you know, before this, before my eyes looked like this, and before I was getting arrested and all that, I used to put the GameCube in my book bag and run to my friend's house down the street, because I was worried about getting jumped for it, I could not lose that GameCube, and people would get jumped for their shit. So the gangster thing, the strong man thing, the military soldier, the security guard, the correctional officer, that's just a vehicle that I drive. I don't want to be involved with any of this stuff. I don't want to be tough. I want to be soft. I look at men like DJ Academics and Elon Musk, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I wish I could be them, I think I have the intelligence for it. But there's obstacles, there's a puzzle in place, So I could drop what happened to GM, but I'm not. I don't care. You cannot do that to somebody. That is illegal federally, to discriminate against someone over skin color. They know what they did was discrimination. They know it was flat out wrong. It's refuted by DNA, genetics, photos, video, all that evidence. I have everything to win in court. Even Hoosier staffing said they have the emails and they would submit them as subpoenaed. It's the EEOC that's not doing its job. And it's the lawyers that aren't taking the case. And even when I was just in the investigation room getting questioned over some other stuff, even the detective said no lawyer would take your case. I want that video, by the way. I don't know how to procure it, but I want that video. I want it. I don't want this to be like the first time I got charged with a felony. I got handed a video of someone who was not me. I want that video. I want it for real, and I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Now, a lot of you may not know what's going on. So, no, a lot of you may not know what's going on. So, I got fired from General Motors one day because HR claimed that someone who was black came up to speak with me, and I told them I won't speak with you because I don't speak with black people. That's absolutely ridiculous. And if you guys knew how, if you guys had an inkling of how black I really am and how I grew up, I think you would be terrified, for real. I think you would be scared. I think you would be very terrified and scared. I'm an extremely tormented individual who has lived through the struggle and been a part of it. I think if you knew what was in my head, you would be terrified, you know? So, I already discussed this with my mom, my uncle. Told my dad about this. Look, don't ever get confused. I'm soft as fuck. And I look pretty. But you don't really know what's inside my head at any given moment. But I can give you a window into it. And every time I give people a window into it, they become mesmerized by the darkness and scared as fuck. Don't play me. I'm dead serious. Don't play me. Because it can end in ways you don't expect. I don't know what I'm going to do about getting a lawyer. Honestly, my mind, and I have to remember, y'all put this in my mind, not me. Y'all did. I was cool. I was doing that job perfectly. I was doing that job fine. Any dark thoughts that are in my head that came after that moment are GM's fault. Not my fault. Not my fault. I'm not liable for any of the thoughts that spawned in my head. General Motors is for what they did. Now, every single day, I have to grapple with the darkest thoughts concerning this incident. Because the system is corrupt. It's discriminatory. It's stacked against me. And it's sociopathic. When I say I have to grapple with the darkest thoughts, I mean I have the darkest thoughts concerning that building and the EEOC. I don't see how I'm going to ever get justice without acting on them, unless I continue talking about it and talking until somebody figures out how to find somebody who is a lawyer who cares enough to get the case. You know what I'm saying? But I'm documenting this. I'm having dark thoughts. Having really dark thoughts. I called the mental health center to line up an appointment. You know what I'm saying? And they can't get me in until December 29th. December 29th. They think it's a game, but it's cool. I was in the Army. The Army taught me what? Infantry. Scout sniper section. Be calm. Be disciplined. Wait your turn. I'll be there December 29th, and I'll explain all the dark thoughts that went into my head and how it's impacted my life since. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get that sorted out. But I'm thinking, like, with the amount of damage I've accrued since this General Motors thing, they better be paying out at least $1 million. And what's really messed up is everybody knows I'm telling the truth, including them. They know what happened. If this was a good world, which the government and the news wants us to believe, you would think they would pull up and be like, yo, we're sorry that happened. This color discrimination is serious, you know? And we understand that it can happen to people of lighter skin colors too, not just darker ones. We're sorry, we made a mistake. Let's cover your loss, you know? But no, it's like, see us in court, where the game is rigged in their favor because they have time to delete data, they have time to remove files, they have all this money to sit on. None of them are damaged. I'm damaged. I have less bread. I'm an individual working a job. I ain't no drug dealer. It's harder for me to afford a lawyer than them. I can't even get in the system. I'm being told nobody will take the case because of my skin color. Which, remember, you're telling that to an African American, even though I technically have this color skin. I'm upset. I'm having dark thoughts, you know? I'm not gonna say what they might be. You can pretend to know what's inside my head, but I'm having them, you know? Don't play with me. Don't oppress me, not me. I'm not one of these other dudes at all whatsoever. I mean, at all whatsoever. Like, when I say I'm not one of these other dudes, I mean, think I'm the one that you can rob of their identity and think you can sit in a building and get away with it. Think that, for real. Think that. Think it. Lots of people have thought similar things. I'm sure they're just fine now. So, I'm upset. I'm angry. I'm certainly not happy about this. Look, man, look. If y'all knew how black I really was, I think y'all would be terrified. Y'all ain't never lived that life where you think every car that passes by might be the one to do a drive-by for real. Y'all never really had to live like that. So for me to work at a job and be like, you know what, I can do this. And I have faith that doing the right thing and working a job and staying out of trouble is the right course of action. And I'm telling all the little homies this. For me to be betrayed by the employer like that, that's a huge disrespect. That's a huge disrespect. You know what I'm saying? That's degrading. That's dehumanizing. That's humiliating. That's enough to turn a man into a monster for real. For real. Man, shout out to Wendy's, by the way. This salad prevented me from going nuts. This salad prevented me from going nuts. This salad prevented me from going nuts. The most ironic thing of it all is I was making investor tokens for my company. While this happened, I spent $400. And I'm not making a lot of money now. I'm not a rapper no more. I'm not a trapper no more. I'm not none of that. So $400 to me, it was like, this was an investment. So I wanted to make a coin for my company for people who want to invest, you know? Only like 3 people got one. But I made 100 of them and it cost $400. Because I'm getting fired from the business. My coins come in the mail. They're my own custom design. Pull it out. On the top of the coin is a black woman. Because I wanted the investor token to be beautiful. And I only date black women. I run a publishing company. I make literature and artwork. And most of the stuff has African American characters. This is look. My first comic's dropping soon, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could do more. I just need more budget, you know. Forgive me, I'm trying to do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do the right thing. But don't play with me. Y'all know what you did in that building. Salad kept me sane. You know what I'm saying? Look, guys, I promise I'm gonna get some real mukbang videos. You know, I work a lot. You know, I gotta work the job. I gotta fund the company. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work on the literature. I gotta manage the artists. You know, I don't got a lot of time, but I'll set up a real proper mukbang since people like watching that. You know. And we'll chop it up one day, you know. Hopefully everything goes right. This corrupt business admits that it made a huge mistake and compensates me for it, because my life has went completely downhill since. Now I can boost it back up, you know, but the puzzle got way more complicated, you know. After messing with my brain like that, the puzzle got way more complicated. I got stuff I'm going through right now, but I can get back up, you know. Look, I drive with always drive with your seatbelt on, okay? Next video, I'm gonna start, you know what? I'm gonna start explaining what my friends and family members, you know, mean to me. So maybe people will start seeing why I'm so mad about this GM thing. Which listen, no matter what color you are, never ever in the USA, nowhere in the USA, whether you're white, black, whatever, lighter, darker, anything, you should never be getting fired from your job for your skin color. Ever. Don't ever let them normalize that. Period. Anywhere that's going on, it needs to be met with the most extreme opposition because it's ridiculous. And yes, I said even if you're white, don't let them do that to you. Please don't. Please fight it with every fiber of your being. It should not be happening at all. The world is sick for real that it would politicize color to the point where an African American man can be fired for being too pale. Anyways, y'all, have a nice day. Okay? Please hit like, follow, subscribe, share, get this out there. I will try my best to make it up to everyone. Okay? All right. I'll do the mukbang, and I'll keep it real on the I'll keep it real on the channel. Okay? I'll keep it real. All right. Peace out, family.